Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Heidi from House of Heidi Miami, and I am super excited for today's video because this is an idea that I came up with literally days ago. And basically I thought, how great would it be to have a series where all we do is talk about clothing, whether it's talking about trends or how to style or styling tips, styling ideas, maybe hauls. And I came up with Dearly Wardrobe. Let's be honest, your wardrobe is like your friend or your foe, right? It's something that we deal with on a daily basis, so why not have fun with it and kind of chit chat on it. So if you haven't done so already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let's get right to the video. Okay, so for our first episode, we are tackling neutrals because honestly, this summer, especially this summer, I mean, I've loved neutrals my whole life, but this summer, for some reason, I really just have been naturally gravitating towards neutrals. I think the reason why is because it's been exceptionally hot here in Miami, and neutrals have a way of just making me feel cool. Like I'm not hot for some reason. And yeah, so I figured why not talk about it, because I think it's probably a color palette that many people like, but sometimes can get a little bit obscure. So first of all, let's talk a little bit about the shades in your neutrals. I think when people think about neutrals, the first thing that comes to mind are pretty basic colors, such as the one I'm wearing, like this nude or white or off-white, maybe like a brown and black, and they kind of just stay there. But honestly, when it comes to neutrals, there's so many colors that you can add to that neutral wardrobe. The rule that I go by when I think about a neutral, I usually go for earthy tones, or I pick a color that I know will go with many colors. And that's for me the definition of a neutral. It's not just nude colors, you can also add like navy blue, which is a beautiful color. I have to say navy blue is very regal. It's just a color that I feel is classic, and I treat it as a neutral. Also, I love adding sage to my wardrobe. I've talked about this on my channel many times because to me it really is a color that is more of a neutral. Let me pick out a couple of pieces so you can see what I'm talking about. So I have this linen top from H&M, which is a softer sage, and then I have this one, which is a dress. It's also from H&M. It's a beautiful kind of soft mint color. And if you notice, look how beautiful this color looks with this beautiful nude trouser from Zara. I think it's such a beautiful combination. But again, I could easily wear it with the pants that I'm wearing, which are white. So it's a color that I feel can be incorporated into neutrals. A great way of kind of breaking up the boredom of those like very matte neutral colors is adding something like metallic like this. This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. It's a soft like mauve taupe type of color, and it's also metallic. As you can see, it kind of just grabs that light very beautifully, and this looks stunning with white, with nudes, even black. It's such a beautiful color. It's fresh, it's modern, it's different, and it keeps your wardrobe just a little bit more interesting. Next, we're going to talk about adding depth to your neutral outfits. And the best way that I find to do that is by adding stripes. Another thing that I have been just loving this summer, because wow, you can really just elevate your outfits so much with stripes. And I feel like it's a very sophisticated and subtle print that still has that neutral aesthetic, still looks very clean and elegant, and again, it looks beautiful with so many colors. If you're afraid of stripes, because maybe you're afraid of it making you look a little bit wide, I know some people are kind of against wearing stripes for that reason. I've mentioned this before. My mom is one of them. She's terrified of stripes, but there is a way to kind of navigate that. All you have to do is maybe pick stripes that are vertical as opposed to horizontal. I think they're very elongating, they look beautiful on the body, or maybe asymmetrical, going this way to create an illusion of length as well. And if that still makes you uncomfortable, go for a stripe that is thin. Those are always safe to kind of play around with because they're just very subtle, they're not thick, you can't really see them as much. I have the perfect top for that, which is this lily silk that I have right here. It's just the perfect stripe. It's nice and thin, it's not overbearing, and again, it adds such interest to your outfit. So you can also layer something on top. For example, maybe layer a little sweater with stripes over your shoulders if you're too afraid to actually put them on, or maybe put like a tank top underneath, a blazer. That's a fun way of kind of adding stripes without necessarily like kind of showcasing them on your body if you're uncomfortable with that. Another interesting way of like kind of freshening up your neutral outfits is adding textured accessories, such as a textured belt or a textured bag like this one. Let me get close so you can see it. It has like a snake design here, then it's kind of plain here. So this is a great way of like breaking up the neutral colors without actually adding like a pop of color necessarily. It's still within the same family of colors that you're wearing, such as this. You can also add a belt with a print, such as my Burberry belt. I really do think that accessories play a big part in how you tackle your neutrals outfit. Say you were to wear nude from head to toe. If you were to wear that just like that with nothing else, not even a bag that can kind of break it up, it would look a little bit boring or maybe like a uniform. But once you add something like this, it really just elevates the outfit automatically. Color blocking is a great way also to style your neutrals outfit. You can add black and white, navy blue with white, or nude with white, such as I'm doing right here. And again, it just keeps your outfits very interesting. You can play around with them so much. And the opposite of that, I would say monochromatic outfits. Monochromatic outfits are one of my favorite things. It honestly is a very impactful way of making a statement when it comes to fashion. It's effortless yet chic. Here's the best part, it elongates your frame because it's an unbroken, polished look that just kind of creates the illusion of height. And that's one of the reasons why I personally love monochromatic looks. It's smart and it's very, very flattering and just gives you sort of an elevated look. Another thing I like to do when I'm styling my neutral outfits is I like to mix fabrics. For example, I love to mix linen with silk, or maybe cotton with silk. And I know that many people kind of struggle with that. Like if you go on Google and you Google this, you will see lots of people asking questions about this. You kind of get confused with that. But honestly, I think the one rule that I go by is if it's an organic fabric, mix them up. Here I have these linen pants from H&M and I paired it up with this beautiful silk top. Flawless. It looks so good together. And then you add a pop of gold in your accessory and you look like $1,000,000. So don't be afraid to mix fabrics. A good way of breaking up your neutral outfit is adding a pop of color. It makes it look a little bit modern, not boring. And if you don't love color, what you can do is just add a neutral color that's a little bit of a darker shade. For example, you're wearing a nude top, you add a dark chocolate brown belt to it, it automatically elevates your outfit. Also, a pop of gold in it, that's a great way of kind of incorporating something different without necessarily incorporating color. All right, so that's all for my first episode of my Dearly Wardrobe series. I really hope that you enjoyed this. This is like my little baby within my bigger baby, right? Because YouTube is my big baby and Dearly Wardrobe is part of that. And I'm so excited for future videos. If you like this video, let me know. If you're excited about this series, I would love to hear from you. Also, if you have any suggestions, videos you'd like to see, things you'd like to see me style, I would love to hear your suggestions. And of course, if you haven't done so already, I would really love and appreciate any support that I can get. A like, a comment, a subscribe so that I can continue doing this. And of course, let's connect on my Instagram at House of Heidi Miami. And I will see everyone next time. Bye.